Final Four from Dallas, Texas. This is the South Regional Final. The 11th seed, NC State, and the 4 seed, Duke. It's an all-ACC showdown in Big D. We are one step away from completing the puzzle in Phoenix. Purdue, UConn, Alabama, all there. Will it be Duke? Will it be NC State? Hi, everybody. Ian Eagle, Grant Hill, Bill Raftery, Tracy Wolfson. Happy Easter, everybody. Are we in Greensboro? Because that's what it feels like. Tobacco Road. It's NC State. It's Duke. Two incredible storylines. Grant will start with the Wolfpack. Why not us? That's the mantra right now for the squad.
And why not? When you go to a party, you got to have a DJ. Yeah. NC State, they have 2 DJs. They are spectacular, prolific scorers. They can go get a bucket. They have big games, big personalities, and they absolutely love, like Raph, the big stage.
They do, and these two teams so familiar with one another. This is the 3rd meeting of the season. Each team has won one. Raph, Duke has answered so many questions already, and now the question, are they good enough to go to the Final Four?
You didn't major in geography. This is Dallas, just in case you weren't sure, but they certainly have some guards at Duke and Durham. These three, very talented with the bounce, with the 3. They play off one another beautifully, very unselfish. They guard, and the biggest thing I think today, Grant, when we watch this game, can they rebound their misses? The long rebounds, the 50-50 is important for Duke.
And let's bring in the 4th member of our crew. Over to Tracy.
Thanks, Ian. Both of these coaches trying to take their teams to the Final Four. John Shire was there as a player, an assistant under Mike Krzyzewski, but he told me to be able to have the chance to lead this team in just his 2nd year as a head coach would mean everything. For Kevin Keatts, it's been a challenging 4 years. He was on the hot seat just a month ago. An ACC championship gave him 2 more years on his contract, and now he's 1 game away from taking NC State to its first Final Four since 1983.
And Tracy, the 919 is well represented between NC State and Duke. You've got Raleigh, you've got Durham. For the Wolfpack, a lot of experience. Grant mentioned it. The 2 DJs, Horn and Burns. Diarra has been playing at an exceptionally high level. Duke, it's coming together at the right time. They've talked about their team chemistry. They've talked about getting to this stage and the chance now to fulfill that dream and get to the Final Four. This is the first matchup between an 11 and 4 seed in NCAA tournament history and the first meeting between NC State and Duke in the NCAA tournament. Doug Sermons, Brian O'Connell, Michael Irving, our officiating crew here tonight in Dallas. 1 spot remaining in the Final Four. It will be filled here. Duke controls the tip. We're underway in the South Regional Final.
I didn't go Grant Hill right now. North Carolina State goes a little.
This Duke team knocked off the #1 seed, Houston, in the Sweet 16, 54-51. They shot just 41%, but they have clamped down defensively in this tournament.
Big thing for State is keep the bounce out of the lane. Good shots like this.
Roach opens up the scoring from the outside.
That's going to open up their 3-point game as well. They can get touches like that.
Right away, Raph, Filipowski guarding DJ Burns in the block. Pick up fouls like he did in their first matchup in Raleigh.
Morcell was a difference maker in the victory over Marquette. Kick it out. Burns from the outside. He drains it.
For the first time, if you're watching this young man, he is a feel of a point guard. A magnificent touch around the rim, and his passing is beautiful.
He is a point big.
Point center.
Yes. We're tied at 2.
Nice use of the curl.
Give it up. And Mitchell did not expect it from McCain. It's out of bounds.
Right here, you said it best. Great touch. We see him backing down and posting people up, but he has range out to 15 feet. And he's just right now playing with great confidence, scoring and passing.
He's got a great personality, something others could reach back for, but he is a pleasant kid and loves the game.
Here's the penetration by Morcell. Kick it out. It's Burns. Back to back.
And right away, Duke opting to play him one-on-one, not trapping and double-teaming.
They don't want to give up the threes, really, I think, is what John was thinking.
4-2, Wolfpack. Filipowski.
I like this.
Diarra. Tried the drop. The fade. It's short. Rebounded by Diarra, who has been on a tear working the glass.
Filipowski on that low box and dribble drive. It's going to be very important.
Raleigh native DJ Horn. They're going to ride the big fella, Burns.
Loves to back you in. He loves that right shoulder. There you go.
And it rims out. Filipowski is there for the rebound.
Good job there by Filipowski, contesting without fouling.
Pull up pop, Roach off the heel. And O'Connell, who transferred from Stanford, comes away with the board.
They got a good look as Mitchell really ran to the block. Tough shot. Get him going. Goodness.
Missed it. Off balance. Horn had 19 points in the 67-58 win over number 2 seed Marquette.
And trying to ice it left side. They got the mismatch they want right now as a switchback.
McCain had the big game against JMU in the second round. Filipowski one-on-one with Burns. He's in the DJ booth. Filipowski misses on a fade. The follow doesn't go. Mitchell is fouled.
The DJ booth is a pretty strong area.
There's not a lot of room in the DJ booth. But I think for Filipowski, you got to face up Burns. You're not going to be able to back him down and move him at all. If you face him up and use your quickness, you might be able to draw a foul. But right there, Mark Mitchell doing what he does, and he needs to be a factor in this game. He can impact winning and be that X factor for Duke.
First round win over Vermont, 64-47. Then in the second round, 93-55. They dominated James Madison. McCain had 30 points in that one. 257th all-time meeting between these two schools. Mitchell had just 2 points in the victory over Houston. We're tied at 4. Third matchup of the season. It's coming within an 8-game span for Duke. NC State has played more games because they advanced in the ACC tournament and won it.
Nice string up by Filipowski. He can make the three, but they're trying to get him to drive a little bit more. Diarra.
Back in. Diarra. Tough angle because Mitchell played good defense. Spin move. Shot clock winding down. And they're going to run out of time. Diarra's jam won't count.
And Raph, just a great defensive possession there from Duke. And the toughness of Mark Mitchell denying Diarra any opportunity, denying the wings, forcing that shot clock violation. Look, Duke's defense, underrated. I mean, they've held their opponents to just 51 points here in the tournament. The shooting's been great, but the defense has been better.
They finally have some guys on the end of the court that'll play defense.
Hey.
Let's roll the tape back from 1994.
Yeah, he did pretty good.
Here's Roach.
He's where he's tough. He is so good in that lane.
They missed it off the rim.
Connell can pull up, can make threes.
Diarra, instead of the isolation against Mitchell, they work it around the horn to Horn.
Got to stay honest on the perimeter here.
Morcell, the transfer from Virginia. Nice spin, the fade, he's got it.
He has that pull-up game. Beautiful. Great footwork as well.
And a 6-4 lead for NC State. Duke is 1 of 5 from the field.
Not playing, they're zoning up off of Mitchell. Opens this up.
Proctor missed it on the finger roll, and he ends up on his backside. It's a 5-on-4. Horn, attack mode. Off the back of the rim, Diarra battling.
He almost kicked it.
He did. He has a soccer background.
Before the game, he was playing
juggling.
Kickballs, juggling.
Oh, Messi would be proud.
Working around the perimeter. Proctor.
I think Proctor can go if he gets it back on Diarra.
Mitchell, they leave him alone with space. Mitchell around the world and out.
They're going to get that drop zone defense by Burns Jr.
And Duke is now 1 of 7 from the field. They trail NC State 6-4.
And changing the matchup with Mitchell on Burns.
Marcel with confidence doesn't go, and Filipowski, the uncontested rebound. NC State, first Elite Eight appearance since 1986. They lost to Kansas that year, 75-67.
Mitchell's got to do a lot of screening, I think, because they're just zone it up in the back.
And the turnover by Roach. Break opportunity. Horn waiting for his teammates.
And Raph, Duke likes to switch everything on the perimeter, so you're going to have to be able to play one-on-one, which in NC State, multiple guys can do.
Horn.
Pretty good challenge by Mitchell. Filipowski's done a good job twice.
Leak out here. McCain, that's a deep one. Bottom.
In transition, this kid is dynamite. Not afraid. Forget a layup with disdain. Fill it.
McDonald's All-American from Sacramento, California, always playing with a smile on his face, and he gives the Blue Devils a 1-point lead.
You got to get back to DJ Burns in the post.
They keep switching the responsibility.
Filipowski doing a good job fighting. Just took a little elbow to the chest.
Burns asking for it. DJ, it's on his playlist.
DJ that can dance.
I'll tell you, no payola involved in that move.
All right, how many can we get in a 5-second?
That's it. I've run my gamut.
8-7 NC State.
Giving him that shot. That's why he's got a screen. These things can happen.
McCain is fouled underneath.
Got to make him pay.
Back in 1983, 6-seed NC State faced number 1 seed Houston, one of the most memorable national championship games in NCAA tournament history. As we take a look and listen back in our It Takes More, presented by Powerade.
Down to 7 seconds. You can see the time. Whitburn. Oh, it's a long ways. They won it on the dunk.
That indelible image of Jim Valvano running around after they win the championship. Gary Bender and Billy Packer on the call. Lorenzo Charles, the miracle slam off the Wittenberg miss. Time expired. That's the last time NC State made a Final Four, and some similarities between 83 and 24 right now for this program.
It sure feels like it. Just a miracle run right now for Kevin Keats and this group right here, and fighting to get into the tournament, just gaining confidence as they go. And so, you know, 83 was before my time, Raph.
I was at
but I remember
game,
watching.
But Witt to this day says it was a pass.
He does say that.
He does. He totally committed to it.
When did he ever pass? I mean,
seldom.
I love you, Derek.
But think of it, Jimmy's such a big influence on the ACC. He and Mike became great pals, and Dean Smith as well. I mean, just established friendships. A very harmonious group of talented coaches.
And how could you not love that NC State group with Wittenberg and Sidney Lowe, Terry Gannon, the late Lorenzo Charles, Thurl Bailey, and Cozell McQueen, go on and on. Feed the post. Middlebrooks is now in for NC State, and he is fouled by Ryan Young. So both teams went to their bench for bigs, and they were involved in that action. Watch the men's Final Four on your computer, phone, tablet, or streaming device with NCAA March Madness Live. Download it now to stay up to date on all the action.
And Raph, Ben Middlebrooks comes in to give, DJ Burns a spell, but he's actually played pretty well. Had a career-high 21 points against Texas Tech in the first round. Brings some mobility, strength, toughness defensively. So, it's good when your backup can come in and you can maybe even get better as a team.
And Bert, it opens up things too, because he'll play out high in ball screens. Guys can dribble, drive, get in the lane.
His uncle is here, Danny Cannell, who's a colleague of ours at CBS Sports, former professional quarterback. And there's no denying that he's his uncle. He made sure of it on his T-shirt. We don't even need the chyron.
Would you say chintzy or no? Do you like it?
Well, I have a shirt that says Bill Raftery's laughing.
You know what?
I hope you
1,000 people have those same shirts. We're tied at 9.
A different look. A double post up. See if they get a little high-low going.
McCain is fouled.
Not a good one.
3-point territory. He's going to the line.
A little different look now with the two bigs on the floor.
Yeah, both bigs that can get out and contest and guard on the perimeter. And you love the effort right there by Mohamed Diarra to get out, contest. You know Jared McCain leads the team in three-point shots made. But you got to be smarter there and not foul three-point shooter.
So 3 free throws for McCain. Takes a deep breath, closes his eyes prior to the free throws. Substitution for NC State, Jaden Taylor, their talented combo guard off the bench, is in for the first time.
Does he have your nail polish, Bird, or no?
I did not get a sponsorship deal. He did. And McCain is shooting it at 87% at the line, and now Burns will check in for Mohamed Diarra. Just something to keep in the back of your mind in regards to Diarra. He's observing Ramadan, so no food or drink from dawn to dusk. And just the way that the timing works out today, Diarra, it's not going to be within the window where he can have a banana in the second half, or he was taking in applesauce packets in the last game. This game, unless we have bonus basketball overtime, double overtime is going to end before sundown.
And that might be why Kevin Keats just subbed him out right now, and going with a lineup of Ben Middlebrooks and DJ Burns playing together, which you don't see often with NC State.
But I think also because Duke has the two bigs, that might be possible as well.
Sean Stewart is in, the freshman for Duke.
Nice pass. Ooh, go strong.
Bullet feed inside, Middlebrooks pivots. And good defense there from Young.
Stay straight up.
12-9 Duke.
This is what they're tough in that open floor.
But it's Proctor who misses in transition.
2 layups at the rim. Proctor has blown.
Give it up and shoot it. O'Connell, the rainbow three doesn't go. Tries to dig it out and does. Horn will fire. Off the rim, no. And rebounded by Proctor.
And Bird, that's big on both sides. Those long three caroms, you've got to come up with them.
NC State is 0 of 4 from three-point territory. They went 6 of 12 in the victory over Marquette. Hard drive. Proctor gets cut off and he travels. Third turnover for Duke. Blue Devils up by 3 on.
Coach, as we talked about earlier, Burns had an impact early on here. How do you have to adjust?
It's what he does. You know, we didn't give up threes from it. Thought Flip did a good job making him score over the top. But it's a long game. We just have to stay disciplined, and then we can't turn the ball over.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, Joe.
All right, Tracy, and the defensive numbers. There is nobody in the field giving up fewer points than the Duke Blue Devils. 51 points per game allowed. Opponent field goal percentage is 39%, and they upped their steals here during the dance.
Well, they're playing defense like your dad's favorite Duke team. Getting after it.
And which team was that?
Jim Spinarkles?
Nice slip. Nice
Stewart. It's Stewart with the negation.
Nice addition. He has played well against State.
McCain back for Roach. Filipowski is back in. They spread it here with 11:20 to go in the first half. Duke up by 3. Both teams have missed 7 of their last 8 shots.
They're going to use Filipowski's screen because in a drop defense, he's going to get an open look if he wants it.
Pick and pop. Missed it short. Rebounded by O'Connell. They get into early offense for Burns.
Watch that drop step baseline.
Burns looking to score.
And he does. Magic.
DJ with the nimble feet.
I'll tell you what, he's got nimble feet, but once in a while you need a cab to get him to the other end. He's really struggles once in a while. You got to run him. Using the ball screens.
Speaking of struggles, Duke right now has missed 8 of their last 9 shots. Give credit to this defense of North Carolina State.
The zigzag and the running one-hander doesn't go for Roach, and he's down. Roach is slow to get up, may have taken a shot to the face. 5 on 4 right now for NC State, and a foul called against Proctor.
And Burns did a nice job. He's such a good kid. He just patted Roach on the back. It's just charming. Everything he does with style. Drop step. Throw that little left.
And that was the smack to the face.
Goodness. You need Dr. Pacheco to take care of him.
Well, Hamid Diarra is in. Oh, the drop step. Burns can't get it to go. Out of bounds off of the Wolfpack. Refuel with this delivery only offer from Wendy's and Coke Zero Sugar. Order now in the Wendy's app and snag a $0 delivery fee. 12-11, Duke in front. Roach is now on the bench. So it's Proctor handling it. McCain off the ball, and Jalen Blakes is in for the first time. McCain, bucket, a 3.
Nice little pin down. Well, he gets those puppies organized beautifully. And does he have some range?
He has 11 of their 15 points. We are past the midway point of this first half.
And there's that automatic switching you talked about.
Burns floated up. Rebounded by Filipowski and a foul.
Cheap foul, too. He doesn't need that.
That was a frustration foul right there for missing that layup. Great play, though. Great set, getting him in movement. And Jared McCain coming off that pin down. That's next level right there as a freshman, able to knock down that 3. As DJ Burns picks up his 2nd foul right there and gets caught. Got Roach early in the game, and right there, little swipe to the face of Filipowski.
If you don't tag McCain on that little pin down, he gets him organized 3/4 of the body around before he gets the shoulder set. Quick release.
Great balance.
So Burns on the bench with 2 fouls. Middlebrooks back in.
Flare screen, they worked on that all day yesterday.
Floated for McCain on a skip. 15 to shoot. McCain with a pet in his step. Gets inside, can't finish it. Rebound, and a foul. As Diarra gathered, he got hacked.
Blake's reaching in there. That's the 3rd right at the rim.
Well, I like that.
Is missed.
I like that. McCain, though, not settling. You got the bigger Diarra on you. He attacks him off the drive, just could not finish. And you said it. 3 layups opportunities for Duke's guards, unable to convert.
So the foul called on Jalen Blakes. Duke leads by 4. NC State shot at 46% in that win over Marquette. They really got the Golden Eagles discombobulated with their defense.
Horn's looking to run out ball screen to get Horn going a little bit.
Diarra back for Horn, 12 to shoot.
Good defense.
Good challenge.
Yes, sir! The window from that angle.
Wow, big time kiss. He doesn't want to look, I guess.
Give him the gas face. 15-14 Duke.
You don't want to get that guy going if you're Duke. Prolific on the offensive end.
And that was a 3-ball for DJ Horn. Filipowski, body bump, floats it in.
And Raph, he's a right-handed player, loves to finish in the paint with his left, showing his versatility there. Flip going one-on-one.
And the first 2 of the night for Kyle Filipowski.
And this is that middle open with the nice play. Of course, they called the foul at the end of it. Really a nice set. Stretches the defense of Duke.
And that'll be the 2nd foul on Tyrese Proctor, the Aussie. So Roach is back in. Proctor's going to get a breather. 8:31 to play in this first half. 17-14 Duke.
And Blake's going to get after nice slip, and they got to grab, I think, on Blake's number 2.
So it's Blake's out front. Horn has been a little more active here, trying to get himself involved and insert himself into the offense.
And Raph, you see Filipowski, they're going to get out there and trap Horn. Anytime there's screen and roll action, Horn's smart to try to split that, drawing another foul on Blake's.
Horn grew up an NC State fan. Middlebrooks missed it. And he'll kick it. Diarra.
Those are the rebounds you got to come up with.
And it's rebounded by Blake's.
Kevin Keats was saying, but Diarra he just settled for 3s all the time. He's advanced his game to dribble drive, and an exquisite rebounder as well.
John Shire's been really impressed with NC State's defense and the disruption that they have. The running one-hander goes for Roach.
How about the hole, too? He did a nice job screening O'Connell off.
Shire asked about playing them yet again. He said, look, they're better defensively than the last time we saw them. They're better rebounding than the last time we saw them. They're more connected offensively. Diarra fills, can't finish. Filipowski flies in for the board.
And a great contest by Mitchell without fouling as Diarra trying to attempt that layup.
And this is the largest lead for Duke, 5. Outside, Filipowski. Mitchell back in.
Nice little screen to get the big guy in. Nice
dive to Mitchell. The layup goes.
What a great set. Threw a lot of things. A flare, a diagonal screen, and the extra pass. Boy, Duke is humming right now. Efficient on the offensive end. Together on the defensive end. Nice dive and timing. It's a big-time finish. The bigs prevail.
Bridging the first and second half.
Awesome.
21-14, Duke in front.
Raph, right now, North Carolina State, they got to find some offense here. With Burns out of the game and Horn not really getting into the flow.
A nice play with that. What a terrific move. Came up empty.
The adjustment by Horn, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by the Wolfpack. Duke will have possession, chance to add to the lead when we come back.
Duke went on a little run there. You called the timeout. What was the message you wanted to get across?
Well, we've got to finish. We missed like 4 or 5 baskets, 4 or 5 baskets right around the rim, and we're getting what we want. We're getting everything offensively. It's a great defensive game for both guys, but we're just not finishing.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Tracy. Kevin Keats, tremendous story. He said, I want to be an inspiration He coached at prep school, Hargrave Military Academy, a head coach there. He said, I drove the bus, I pumped the gas, I washed the uniforms, I swept the floor. It all helped prepare me for this.
Sounds like my career. Driving the bus anyhow.
You're still doing it.
But of course, get back to the play here.
The fade by McCain comes up short.
And the last one at Louisville, associate head coach to Rick Pitino. Here's a little blow by, and they are not able to get to the rim and finish. Filipowski with the giveaway.
Originally from Lynchburg, Virginia, played point guard and quarterback at Heritage High School, went to Ferrum College, played 4 years of basketball there. We mentioned the prep career as a head coach. He was the head coach at UNC Wilmington, very successful there, assistant at Louisville, Marshall, at Southwestern Michigan. He's done it right. Horn with a floater.
And a simple inline out of bounds play. But look, Duke has been in control. This team, North Carolina State, they can really get hot. And right now, Duke has got to really concentrate, and Horn get going is huge.
John will be upset because he said they gave many points up against this team on baseline out of bounds once again.
McCain, fake it.
Empty side. Now they got the switch they want now.
Here's Roach. Squeezes for two defenders and fights through for two.
Strength. He can cup it.
23-16 Duke. We are under 6 minutes to go in this first half.
Now where do you get your offense? Guard oriented without Burns on the floor.
Screen set. Middlebrooks, Horn off a double team.
And a nice little rotation in the back. Mitchell really playing inside defense well.
Morcell on a fade. In and out. Rebounded by Mitchell. Trying to extend the lead. Currently 23-16 Duke. Filipowski. Drive. Give it up. Blakes. Back it out.
Had a good shot there. Passed it up. It's a perimeter game right now. Mitchell and Blake's not the offensive threats of the other three.
McCain, deep one. And Morcell steps in for the rebound. 5 minutes to go first half.
Double drag there. He is so good.
Denied by Mitchell. Middlebrooks. And they keep it alive. 15 to shoot. Diarra inside the arc. It's off.
Right now, just out of sorts offensively, NC State. They rely so much on DJ Burns. Can't get any flow or rhythm on that side of the ball.
His feel for the game, obviously, has fingerprints over this team.
They are down to 28% shooting.
And no real point guard. Nice little take advantage.
Oh, Filipowski had it blocked by Middlebrooks. Break opportunity. O'Connell right down the middle for the deuce.
Tough kid. Tough kid took advantage at Roche backtracking.
And a timeout called by John Shire and Duke. Some signs of life for NC State.
Bench with one foul, but you have Ryan Young, Mitchell, and Blakes. None of them are shooters for Duke.
Guard oriented, they run that little floppy set, baseline bumps, and why not go?
Roach, kick, deep one, McCain, short.
Can't leave him
rebounded by O'Connell.
Late close, too.
O'Connell the pull-up. That doesn't go.
Nice hustle by Diarra.
They track down Diarra, keep it alive. Horn floats it up, missed it off the window. Battle for it, controlled by Young.
Gotta watch the other side. Quick hit if they got him. Kane really knows how to get free.
He will drive him.
He's got the mismatch with Middlebrooks. Switch. McCain drives. And a call made. He's going to the free throw line. Diarra was the last line of defense following him.
Well, he could have used that left hand at the rim, too.
I agree, but I like it when guards, they don't settle when bigs are guarding. Attack the big. Drawing that foul. Once again, another foul for Diarra. Two, put the pressure. McCain initiating that contact. Now, he and Burns both in foul trouble.
Diarra's reaction, you think it was in French or English, Bert?
I think it's the universal language. He disagreed. McCain was quiet in the win over Houston, just 7 points. But he has been the main source of scoring here for Duke as Diarra will sit replaced by Burns.
Chance here, he's got to be smart about his approach on both ends of the floor. Does have a tendency to use that forearm on both ends.
And can sometimes get called for an offensive foul, backing people down, yeah.
And the free throw numbers, big difference. Duke is 9 of 9. NC State is 1 of 2.
He's got to get touches, Burns, if he's on the floor. Take advantage of his presence.
8 points for Burns. No assists. He was looking to pass it in the last round against Marquette.
Well, Duke is playing him straight up, Bird.
He bounces his way. Look at that.
And the block. Horn could not finish. They collapsed on Horn. McCain gets the step, pulls up, and it died on the rim. 25-18 Duke. 3 minutes to go in the first half. NC State shot 54% in the first half against Marquette. They are at 28% tonight against Duke. Morcell, the jab and jumper, doesn't go. Rebound, knocked to the outside. Blakes hits the deck, and there's a scrum for it.
That's why Blakes is in the game.
Well, both teams getting on the ground, understanding what's at stake.
And the tie-up. Reminder coming up, AT&T at the half. Ernie Johnson, Clark Kellogg, Jay Wright, Kenny Smith, Charles Barkley. They'll break down the first half, show you how Purdue advanced to the Final Four. It's coming up on AT&T at the half. Possession arrow to NC State.
Brown's got some good minutes from the bench as well.
And Sean Stewart in the game, and Duke's win against State. He really battled in there against DJ Burns, had his best game of the season.
Look at this denial. They worked hard on that. Great effort. He played well when he got in earlier.
Out of bounds, Stewart. So he's back in. Filipowski is in.
What they worked on yesterday, they want to front this pass, let him lob it, and make the catch further out on the floor.
And look at that, Burns posting up at the three-point line, but great effort there by Stewart. You just got to work as much as you can against Burns in that big body.
Look at that roadblock.
Switch it. Nice hands. Couldn't catch it. Out of bounds.
And Blakes was the reason. What a great set he had.
You got your two toughest, most physical defenders out there in the two-man game, Blakes and Sean Stewart.
Jaden Taylor back in. He replaces Horn. These two teams met March the 4th. Duke beat NC State 79-64. Roach had 21 points. Then they play again in the ACC tournament on March 14th. And it's a 74-69 win for NC State, where Horn goes for 18 points, part of their magical run to get the NCAA tournament berth. Roach.
Good defense. Good defense there.
Rebounded by Taylor. A blast up the floor. We approach 2 minutes to go in this first half.
Taylor's a good attack guy.
O'Connell the pull-up. Rimming, no. Rebound knocked up in the air.
Nice hustle here. Stewart first. McCain.
Duke slows it down. Play called out by John Shire in his second year as the head coach at Duke. Part of the last two national titles for Duke. First as a player, then as an assistant coach.
Nice screen.
Coach Krzyzewski. Lob it up. Stewart the catch. The hesitation to bank it in.
It's such a great move with the screening because of the zone up by Burns. How about the reaction?
I've never seen a double pump alley-oop right there.
Even you?
NC State has missed 8 of its last 9 shots. The lead has ballooned to 9 for Duke. Ball fake. Taylor is fouled, and he gets it to go. Chance at a three-point play for the junior Jaden Taylor.
He is a tough kid, usually a top of the three, knocked down.
How about that right there? I mean, it's good defense. Reaching in there by Jalen Blakes. Bail him out right there, but you said the best. Tough. He can score. Been in and out. Has started at times for NC State. And one of those guys on the perimeter that can go get a bucket and make a play.
Third foul on Blakes. Taylor, the transfer from Butler. And converts. 6-point game. A minute 19 to go in this first half.
By and large, Duke has done a nice job keeping guards out of the lane. Horn for one. Taylor was able to do it that time.
McCain being defended by Taylor, using his length. Roach out front. We're going to hit 1 minute to play in this first half.
Good move getting Burns out late here.
Roach is going to call for the foul.
Roach had been using that arm on other drives. This time he gets caught.
And Raph, they looked out of source right there. They didn't get into anything. Short clock right there, and using that off arm to try to gain the advantage.
Oh, wait a second.
I'll tell you.
They may have called it on Filipowski, who was not really involved in the play.
Well, it was not a foul by Roach as we looked at it, so you may be right, Bird.
Oh, he's battling there with Middlebrooks.
Oh, he's holding.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
There's the call.
Good call, Bird.
Good call. Yeah.
So that's number 2 on Filipowski. That's going to send Young into the game.
The bigs right now for both teams, Burns and Diarra, 2 fouls. Filipowski now. Get the sense both coaches just want to get out of this half and get to the second half, not in foul trouble.
That was not a real good, not a bright foul. It was big, that far from the rim. Not even a post-up.
We are down to 50 seconds to play. First half here in Dallas. Burns back in. Missed it. And rebounded by Young.
A nice job by McCain keeping it alive there.
And for Young, you want that. A fadeaway by Burns. You can deal with that. And obviously a good result for Duke.
Wolfpack shooting 27% from the field. They are 9 of 33. Blake's defended by Horn.
And this small lineup for North Carolina State causing problems for the offense of Duke.
Well, they read that little pin down for McCain. Nice.
Out of control. The ball gets knocked out of bounds. Duke catches a break because it looked like it was going the other way, and only 4.1 on the shot clock.
And this 4-guard lineup defensively can't get into anything. The physicality just so disruptive. Active hands, almost a turnover there. And NC State one of the best at scoring off of turnovers in transition.
That gap D was great by O'Connell.
McCain has scored 13. The rest of the Duke team has put up 14.
I wouldn't let the guards get the ball here.
Get it in. Young, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. McCain launches, and the banker doesn't go. Rebound, he doesn't have to go up with it.
Could have kept it.
And Blake's missed it on the inside. Opportunity here for NC State. 5 seconds on the clock. O'Connell shifting gears, loses the ball. Out of bounds. It was stripped and last touched by the Wolfpack.
Terry McCain, tough as nails right there.
Look at him move those puppies and get those hands in there. He gets that turnover too.
Good hand. The question is, did the ball go off of O'Connell? The refs called it. Can't look at it from that angle. It looked like it should be NC State ball.
Trigger in. Roach. And that's how the half will end. They showed the replay on the big screen, so as you can imagine, the NC State fans saw it and thought that he did not touch it, that it was McCain who slapped it, but it did hit the elbow.
Good call, Bert.
And then out of bounds, and not have even hit the foot or the bottom portion of his leg. So
both clubs got to get the shooting coach to talk at halftime.
all right, let's send it over to Tracy.
Coach, how would you assess the final few minutes here as you head into the locker room?
Completely disjointed. And, you know, look, both ways. I mean, it's a little bit of a slugfest. The thing that's been good is our defense. We just have to be a lot better on offense.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Tracy, end of the first half here in Dallas. 1 spot remains for the Final Four. Who's going to Phoenix? NC State or Duke? Halftime, 27-21. The Blue Devils in front. We'll send it to AT&T at the half after these messages. Duke had just 2, but Blue Devils have made their free throws. Turnovers have been limited. Ian Eagle, Grant Hill, Bill Raftery, Tracy Wolfson. It's a lead for Duke, but it almost feels like a win for NC State in many ways, only to be down by 6. Only 25 miles separate the two areas between Durham and Raleigh. So, you know, in the triangle, this game means a whole lot. There's a lot on the line for these two schools.
Well, in-conference opponents breeds familiarity. Both teams understand each other. They know the sets, but they're competing on defense really well. Offense just out of sorts. They got to calm down. They got to get good shots and just play relaxed.
DJ Burns is their spiritual leader. It's Easter Sunday. It's like he's the head. I mean, he's the key guy. He's got those 2 fouls now back on the floor. It runs through him. They get right back in this.
Get more from Tracy.
Well, I spoke with Kevin Keats coming out, and he said both teams he felt like came out a little tight. He said we had good looks. The shots just weren't falling, but he said the difference definitely has been the free throw shooting. His message to his team, just settle down, continue to play defense, and make some shots.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Tracy. When Keats was asked about what has triggered this run, he said the guys are trusting one another. They're playing for one another. They've gotten better defensively. They've gotten stronger as the tournament goes on.
And I am part of their identity during this tournament is sharing the basketball, playing good defense. Got to get back to that if you're State.
The jumper doesn't go for Proctor to open up this second half.
Nice look by Mitchell. And that's the matchup at the other end. Mitchell's going to have to screen a lot and get Burns out of the mix.
8 straight wins for NC State going back to March the 12th when they defeated Louisville in the ACC tournament. They trailed in that game. That was not a guarantee by any stretch. And amazing what this run has done. That is nifty from Burns. A spin for DJ.
His footwork's incredible.
It really is.
I think you have to release a little and regain position. Once he gets you and controls you, he just spins with that derriere. Beautiful fashion.
Another way of saying bottom.
Correct.
27-23 Duke.
Nice screen.
Roach had a shot, didn't take it. Instead, it's McCain. And a long rebound to O'Connell. They push it up the floor. Horn, he lost his footing, lost the ball, out of bounds.
And the senior right there, the maturity of Jeremy Roach. Got yelled at in the first half for poor transition defense, but getting his hands in there, forcing that turnover, particularly on DJ Horn, who is so good in transition. You know, let's say hand, wrist part of the ball.
They got a lot of the ball, though.
No, he did.
Heck of a play.
But Horn is still holding his wrist. Roach clear the area one-on-one with Diarra. Filipowski was asking for it. And now he is in an isolation with Burns.
And over helper, they kick it out.
Filipowski powers in for 2.
And right there, Raph, he faced up, and he was able to attack, knowing that Burns has those 2 fouls. And Filipowski getting to that left hand where he's so comfortable.
29-23, Duke.
Nice screen to get him free.
The pass.
Off the double, Diarra didn't catch it cleanly, and now he's in a tough spot. Swing it. O'Connell missed it. Long rebound. Morcell hits the deck. Bodies flying. McCain trying to save it, and he does for Roach.
How about this find?
Proctor.
Nice
Rebound,
run.
Filipowski. But can't finish it. Ball fake. Mitchell intercepted. It's a 2-on-1. O'Connell running.
Nice give.
Horn will do it himself for 2.
How about that sequence? Woo! Now it's heating up a little bit.
29-25 Duke.
Filipowski running the floor. They came up empty, but what an effort.
Horn is now 3 of 10 from the field. He's got 7 points.
Are they going to wipe the floor off? I think they've got time.
So you had 2 bodies go down along the sideline on the previous possession, and there is some stickiness.
This is a really good give early, too. Not hesitating, no, kind of wisely dishing that baby off.
John imploring his guys to settle down, calm down. A lot of basketball left. I tell you, guys flying around, diving on the boards, big guys running the court. They're laying it all out here this second half.
I think that's key when you're talking about Burns, too.
And Burns will play off of Mitchell and kind of muck things up there in the middle.
Well, that's why he's either has to drive or screen for people. Drop defense.
McCain loops it in.
And he's a three-point shooter, but a slasher, loves to get into that paint. Timely bucket there for Duke from Jared McCain.
15 of Duke's 31 points belong to Jared McCain.
Well, be careful there on that post-up D. Filipowski, a lot of hands.
Feed it on a bounce for Burns. One-on-one. Burns turns. Burns scores.
And this is old school basketball right here. 2 centers going at it. Once again, Duke opting to play one-on-one.
Well, John doesn't want the threes, though. That's why he's staying home. I think you got to stunt a little, maybe.
And right now, North Carolina State 1 for 8 from the three-point line. So sticking to the game plan if you're Duke.
Mitchell trying to get around Burns. Not easy, but does.
How about that attack?
He's got to do more of that.
Yeah, good footwork. Make Burns work.
6 points for the sophomore from Kansas City, Kansas, Mark Mitchell.
Good switch here, Grant.
Yeah, right now, Mark Mitchell guarding Burns, maybe to help Filipowski keep him out of trouble.
Diarra misses on a 3-ball, rebounded by McCain.
That's not what they need right now.
The three-point numbers have been abysmal here for NC State. 1 of 9.
Got to get Horn going at the rim. Sell as well.
Screen, Mitchell, used by Proctor. Roach to the rim.
Look at that check.
I was going to say box out, but it was all box.
He rebounded, didn't even jump.
Took out the baseline.
So Burns gets it started. Up the floor, O'Connell. Bounce back door. Horn, give it up deep. Rocks the rim.
It's started by going under on a whip. Opened up that backdoor opportunity. Nice find by O'Connell and the extra look.
We've got a 4-point game. 15:22 to go in this second half. First 2 of the night for Diarra. Proctor. Bounce it. Mitchell. He's going to challenge Burns again. Mitchell, no fear, but it rims out. Foul call.
A nice little move.
Got the photo.
That's unbelievable.
So Vern was the man here in Dallas.
Right.
He was sports director at the local TV station. He was the voice of the Cowboys. He hosted Bowling for Dollars. He did it all.
Absolutely.
And he's the best.
And the 16th green. Called some unbelievable shots.
In your life.
Tigers, Nike swoosh falling in, as you recall. You're a big fan of the Masters, I know.
Very much so.
First free throw miss for Duke. Now 9 out of 10. Mitchell had a layup there, couldn't finish it, and misses on a pair.
Bard's got to get going, I think. Get Horn involved a little bit more. Or so we don't get in the lane. He can elevate over Roche as well.
I think it's got to, like you said, Morcell and Horn have got to be the offense here for NC
Nice
State.
switch. Nice switch, though.
Third foul on Burns prior to the timeout, so Middlebrooks is in there. Morcell probing.
Excellent D.
O'Connell. Bounce it. Middlebrooks. Kick it. Diarra. Tipped home. And it's Morcell.
How about him?
The little things.
Yep. He
Experience.
alert. Yep. Virginia first.
2-point game. Roach using the Mitchell screen. Filipowski. Fake on a 3. Pretty spin. He's fouled by Diarra. So 3 on Burns, 3 on Diarra for NC State.
I like that attack mode, though. But right here, Morcell doing the damage here. Gets the inside position on that switch. Takes advantage. And why not? The leader of the pack. How'd you like his little diamond medal? Did you see that?
Yeah, he had a lot of bling on
Is that what they call
yesterday.
it?
4 points, 8 rebounds from Kyle Filipowski.
And Rafter, you said it best. That last play, he didn't settle Kyle Filipowski. Great shot fake. And it's amazing. He likes to get to that left hand. Beautiful spin move in traffic.
I like him in that attack mode, though. I think he's a better player. Sets up an open 3 on occasion.
He wears the same uniform number that John Shire wore during his days at Duke, number 30.
Oh, kiss it up to the coach.
It's funny that that's how you took that factoid. 35-31, Duke. Foul trouble, Diarra, Burns, 3 apiece. Blake's has 3 for the Blue Devils.
They really worked hard on defending that Horns whip around.
Horn kick, O'Connell. He looked to the inside, 12 to shoot.
This little back switches contain the dribble drive.
Morcell lost it, off his foot. Turnover.
Excellent perimeter D as well.
Duke is looking for their 18th Final Four. 3rd in NCAA tournament history behind Kentucky and North Carolina.
Setting up a high-low here.
Proctor, 10 on the timer. Duke up by 4. Screen, Young, switch. Jab, jumper, off the rim.
And I thought right there, that possession, Diarra with 3 fouls. Post him up with Filipowski.
The ball stuck there. Open
Got 3!
Tell you what, you got to respond. This kid can light it up quickly. Big-time gamer.
10 points for DJ Horn. 35-34, Duke, and a foul.
Underneath Morcell, I think, with a hold.
Morcell got tied up a bit with Filipowski.
Raph, they're so good throwing ahead, finding Horn in transition, no conscience whatsoever. That's a good shot in North Carolina State's offense, and Horn not afraid at all of the moment.
Played for your pal, by the way, Bobby Hurley, as you know.
Yeah, played for Bobby at Arizona State.
Activity away from the ball. Middlebrooks and Filipowski collide. And the foul called on the NC State big, Ben Middlebrooks. That's his first.
Trying to get over the screen right there, and just both guys being physical. Middlebrook strong, frustrated. Flip might have sold that a little bit.
He is a good backup, though. Gives them that different look. Opens up opportunities at the rim.
Corner 3, overcooked it. Proctor. Chance for NC State to take the lead. Horn twisting and turning. He's fouled.
He is in overdrive, always.
Headed to Phoenix? Download the Men's Final Four app presented by AT&T to help you plan, enjoy, and take part in all the excitement of the weekend. Available for iOS and Android. Free throws here for Horn. Jeremy Roach picks up the foul.
Well, they can turn it up the other end quickly. We take bad shots. We get stuck on that offensive end. Boy, fill the lanes and not afraid to attack the rim.
Well, I love DJ Horn. He can shoot the three in transition, but right there didn't settle. Attacked, put pressure, and went right at Roach, forced the contact, and forced the officials to make that foul call.
DJ Horn grew up 10 minutes from the NC State campus, first at Illinois State. His mom and dad, Tavona and Lamar, would take their RV, known within the family as Gladys, all around the country to watch DJ play. He transfers to Arizona State. They go out there with the RV.
Well, Gladys did a good job.
Gladys is still running.
Gladys has a lot of miles.
36-35. First lead since 8-7 for the Wolfpack.
This lineup, I think you got to get something inside.
Your rip screen for Flip into the post.
Blakes looks for Filipowski. One-on-one with DR, playing with three fouls, bumping bodies. Filipowski gets the roll and the foul.
Got to ride it. Duke's got to use him frequently. Without Burns on the floor, I think he can do a lot of damage.
And it's number 4 on Diarra.
Yeah, great there, getting to the middle, using that physicality, and going through the arms as he's going up to the rim there to initiate that contact. And with Burns out of the game, Filipowski taking advantage, picking up that 4th foul on Diarra.
So Burns back in, Diarra to the bench.
And Diarra's so important. I mean, he has been so valuable to this team, North Carolina State, during this run.
Hasn't been able to get on track today, though. Not rebounding, not making the shots. I think there's more that Filipowski can give. Big upside. So many areas of the floor he can dominate.
38-36 Duke. Offense has picked up just a bit in the second half. Burns trying to back in.
Nice. Oh, they got a foul late on Young.
You almost tried to pull the chair right there, like Rick Mahorn. But as he's backing down Burns, it looked like Young gave up some space. Burns almost lost his balance, and sure I saw a whole lot of contact there.
But I like the leg stunt, though.
Right.
A little more of that.
Well, both teams opting to play one-on-one in the post.
I think you got to help at some point. Just a hand down there and then recover.
Here's Burns. Floats it up and in. Mr. DJ. Turn the music up for NC State. We're tied at 38.
Use Young to screen, I think.
8 minutes gone by in the second half. Offensive foul, Filipowski.
I'll tell you, I love the toughness of Ben Middlebrooks right there. He got screened, got under the screen there, and anticipated correctly. Flipped, dropped that left shoulder right into the chest of Middlebrooks right there. His feet were moving, but he still was in position. Great call right there. And I'll tell you, both teams defensively giving it their all.
They certainly know one another.
They do. I mean,
yeah, it's scouting report.
No scouting report needed in this game.
Mark Mitchell back on the floor. Filipowski heads to the bench. 3 fouls. Diarra on the bench for NC State with 4. Burns on the court with 3.
I like to post him here at the top.
Horn trying to shake off Blakes. Horn floats it up. Gets the bounce.
He is such a confident kid in that lane. Then he releases and feels. Again, the quick timeout. The big lineup effective right now for North Carolina State.
Tobacco Road. Tickets last night. Looking forward to seeing all of them in Phoenix. And which team is going to join them?
Edie, not bad for a hockey player, huh?
No, not bad.
Former. I think it Filipowski right back in.
Filipowski back in on Burns, playing with those 3 fouls. Filipowski tried to massage it in, and it's rebounded by Horn.
And very disciplined there from Burns with 3 fouls, not fouling. And Raph, right now, this second half, NC State 73% from the field. First half, they were 27%.
And Grant, they are 7 of 7 on 2-pointers in the second half.
This is where he is dangerous right here. You sneak a peek, he finds people, loves that drop step just like that.
Burns, what touch!
And Raph, if you're going to play him straight up and let him get to his spot, he's unguardable.
It's over.
It feels effortless when he gets to that place. And very automatic. 16 points, 8 of 12 from the field. The drive,
there you go.
Reverse doesn't go for Roach. Knocked out of bounds off of NC State.
They've had opportunities at the rim. They look complete.
Right now, DJ is bringing the right beats for the Wolfpack. 1-11.
And they were lucky to be down only 6 at halftime with the struggles they had and the foul trouble in that first half, NC State.
Hey, Grant, I like this lineup right now. Get the screen from Mitchell. Get in the lane if you can.
Roach floats it up.
Up shot.
Rims out. Rebound. Back to the outside. Taylor's got it for the Wolfpack.
Whoops. Burns got caught up. It's the only way to stop him.
Now they have the smaller Mark Mitchell guarding Burns.
Nice pass to the right.
Burns missed it on the floater. Rebound.
Good hustle.
Scooped up. O'Connell keeps it alive. NC State extended possession.
And all the 50-50 balls right now going NC State's way.
Horn sizing up Proctor. He gets the double. Horn now single coverage. 6 to shoot. Horn looking for an opening.
Nice pass.
Off the double team. Middlebrooks is fouled.
I'm going to get Filipowski or Mitchell.
He tried to corkscrew his body underneath, and it's going to be number 4 on Kyle Filipowski.
Well, that was a great pass right there.
So
great patience by Horn. And then the ball fakes in there and the shot fake, and Filipowski.
But Middlebrook with a great cut and curl to get free.
And John Shire's upset. He thought the foul, if anything, should have been on the front side with Proctor. And this one is getting away from Duke. 9:49 mark of the second half. Middlebrooks to the free throw line where he shoots it at 74%. Ryan Young will check in after the first to replace Filipowski.
Middlebrook just does nice little things. I mean, so aware. Obviously a wonderful look, but great presentation.
So here comes Young, the 6th-year senior. Another one here for Middlebrooks. Brings strength, mobility, outstanding rebounder.
And he probably made lunch today, so he didn't have to run on the sideline.
He was late the other day. Did a little wind spread here and there.
A little, he did. He ran for 20 minutes.
I think they forgot him.
This is the largest lead for NC State, 6.
It's a guard lineup right now. Not a good foul that far away.
And it's going to be called on Taylor. Duke has just 5 points in the last nearly 7 minutes of action.
And at halftime, Tracy talked with John Shire and just said we're out of sorts offensively, but that has carried over here into the second half, just not getting into their stuff and not playing and shooting with confidence.
McCain. They need a jolt here. 8 to shoot. Swing it. Roach splits defenders, drives in,
so good,
finishes.
So good at the lane. They need his experience, his tenacity, his aggressiveness. Got to put a stamp on it if they want to win it.
8 points for Jeremy Roach, the senior. 44-40, NC State.
There's the play they love. And he'll bounce his way and read what you're going to do. If you overhelp, he'll find. There's a Burns.
Step, spin, Burns, he's a cheat code.
What do you do? What do you do?
Well, if you double team, he's so good at finding shooters. But straight up, he is just carrying this team down low.
He gets in that lane. Forget about it.
18 points, 9 of 14 from the field. He leads all scorers, and that's a travel up and down. He was trying to get rid of it to Young.
Uncharacteristic.
Usually in these situations, Roach is so good, calming presence right there, just a little indecision.
But even Burns with little handhelds too.
When they switch Ryan Young now, he will have the challenge of trying to guard and contain Burns.
Corner. Look at this kid.
Silky smooth.
You get him go, it goes Horn aplenty.
Duke needs a timeout right now.
And they do.
Both DJs. are spinning it. 48-40. Wolfpack with the lead.
Guys not making excuses at all, but you see the maturity on display and the adjustments coming out of that half. And they've done everything right on both ends of the floor, and obviously feeding the big fella.
They have come together at the end of the year, and DJ Horn, you give him a little room, he's going to light it up. What a confident offensive player.
And Filipowski back on the floor for Duke with just over 8 minutes to play in this second half. Let's check in with Tracy.
Well, John Shire calling that timeout, his message to his team. We are right there. It's okay, but we need to know where DJ Horn is at all times. And offensively, we need to move the ball. And specifically, he also mentioned get after those loose balls, those 50-50 balls. We need to win them.
Filipowski lost it around the rim. The question,
nobody touched it. They're saying to touch.
It was touched by NC State.
I didn't know if he got fouled.
No, please. Please, I know the box rule. I know what a critical juncture. He's just pleading. He's not arguing.
And what happened, obviously, Kevin Keats called for a technical foul, disputing.
That's what I'm talking about. Goodness. Again, but a reaction to the rule. I know they're told he's out of the coaching box. Why not warn him? You're permitted a warning. Oh, such a key play. He may be right, and yet he's punished.
So the technical on Keats for extending outside the box. And by the way, he was justified in questioning it.
I know, it's just, coach, take it easy, we got it. And he doesn't have that kind of temperament either. Just a nice, easygoing guy that coaches his team.
So McCain nails a pair of free throws to make this a 6-point game.
So it's a ball they don't get, and a chance for now 4 or 5 points on one trip.
It could be a huge swing here in Duke's favor if they could convert and score.
And keep in mind, the call on the floor was that last touch NC State. We just saw a couple of replays. It was Filipowski who just
slipped out of his hands.
Get it inside, ball gets knocked around. Over to Proctor. Puts it up, off balance. Doesn't go. Knocked out of bounds. Going the other way.
And Proctor he has struggled here tonight from 3 inside. 0 for 7. And you see Kevin Keats near the scores table there.
Yeah, there it is. He reacted, extended out right towards midcourt and past the coaching area. Get it ahead. They handle the pressure. Second half shooting. NC State is 11 of 15. Duke is 5 of 17.
You maybe throw a quick trap on the catch.
Well, I think you got to do something.
Yeah.
There's Burns. Double.
They do come with one.
Taylor, extra. Horn.
And get back at home.
6 to shoot. Horn makes his move on Proctor. Pulls up. Short. Good defense there from Proctor. Rebounded by McCain.
The length of Proctor giving some trouble there for Horn on that jump shot.
And changed the scheme, too.
McCain gets a touch. Low dribble. McCain shows it. And taken away by Middlebrooks.
What a job he's been doing, this kid.
Get it up the floor. O'Connell steps into it. Splash!
They got a foul as well on the floor. It might be Mitchell, right?
Well, Middlebrooks drawing that foul on Mitchell, but getting the steal. And we know NC State, they love to play with pace. They find shooters. Middlebrooks attacking down there as the 3 goes through from O'Connell, and there was contact inside as Mitchell and Middlebrooks were fighting there for position.
And how about Middlebrook? The play at the other end. They're going to take a look at this, see if there's any damage, any flagrant.
First foul called against Mitchell. That was as the ball went up from O'Connell. So there was bodies going down there. McCain initially, then Middlebrooks gets clipped by Mitchell as he was trying to go down the lane to rebound.
Yeah, Mitchell extended that left arm right there. You saw Jared McCain fall. And
well, you watch this State team, O'Connell bite you at the most opportune times, or inopportune for you.
Well, how about that? Just the 3 bigs you have of NC State and how they're all different and how they play in impact winning. Diarra not having the game he's had the last 6 or 7, but Middlebrooks more than capable. And you see here the little shiver there that you do to me at the
common foul.
the check comes.
Officials have made a determination.
It's a foul. It's just you don't think it's an F1.
No, I would say.
And it will be a common foul. Doug Sermons, Brian O'Connell, good conversation. Michael Irving there.
Common foul. Common foul.
You're like 1,000% this tournament run, Bill.
Yeah, so far. Gene the Machine's faltering a little, but I'm not.
Oh, jeez, money. So this is another look at it. He just got shoved down by Mitchell, who then ended up down on the ground because he got hit down low by his own teammate. So now NC State will have possession after the foul call.
And Bird, they've had trouble on the baseline out of bounds.
They've had trouble stopping Burns.
Yeah, how do you stop this kid? Look at this drop step. Burns.
Too easy.
He owns it. He can play like that till he's 90. Such a wonderful feel.
He has got 20 points. Duke faces its largest deficit of the tournament, 53-42.
And they got a down on the box trying to extricate Filipowski.
Get complete coverage of the NCAA Division I Women's Tournament on NCAA.com.
And Bert, you're doing DJ spinning, talking about the records. He can dance. His footwork is incredible.
Wolfpack basketball, it's going pretty well right now. The women's team advanced to its first Final Four since 1998. The men's team trying to get to the Final Four for the first time since 1983. And Duke in some trouble here, 6:41 to play.
And this stretch they've been on these last 8 games for NC State, this is the time of the game where they really excel. They're able to close out their opponent, suffocating defense and great execution, which is pretty much what they've done this whole second half.
And Stewart back on the floor. We get some movement, some excitement on the defensive end. Maybe get some runouts if you're Duke.
That is 18 fouls against NC State. So Filipowski making the first on the front end of the one-and-one. Connects on the second. It's 53-44 Wolfpack. 32-17 NC State has outscored Duke in the second half.
And Raph, they got
that 2-2-1.
But they got to get some stops. I mean, NC State, they're shooting 72%, 13 of 18 from the field here in this second half. Most of that has been DJ Burns.
Start on Taylor. Oh, no, you can't sell out like that to this kid.
Banker, no blocking foul.
Well, first of all, yes, definitely a foul, but the courage of Roach to take a charge on DJ Burns.
He saw his life go.
Oh, man, I know not the play that Duke wanted, but he leaned in there and sacrificed his body. And thankfully for him, he's still in the game. But Filipowski, you can't gamble on that play right there. You have to be solid defensively.
So DJ Burns, 68% shooter, first time at the line tonight. 20 points. Tack on another. Watch Masters Live for exclusive coverage of Amen Corner. Holes 15 and 16 and featured groups. Watch live on the CBS Sports app.
Boy, he is a tough assignment.
He's such a unique player. Nobody in college basketball plays like DJ Burns. So unique.
Dwight Keith Burns Jr.
It's like Zach Randolph with Shaquille O'Neal's personality.
He should be doing some commercials.
Kick it out. Jumper, McCain, they need it. Didn't get
hustle. That's what this kid
Stewart
brings to
tracks it down.
You got a good look there.
Filipowski can't hit the three. Long rebound. Roach walks the tightrope and saves it. We are under 6 minutes to go. Roach turns the corner, trying to lead it for Stewart. Knocked up in the air. Out of bounds off of Burns. Hot potato.
Well, first of all, great hands on that deflection.
Initially
with
by him.
bad hands trying to catch that ball. Burns laughing. But just the great instinct right there.
Look at the hands. I mean, it's amazing.
Just could not secure the ball there on that play.
And Duke is now 2 of 13 from three-point territory, 0 of 6 in the second half. Get it in, Filipowski. They'll keep on firing. Air ball.
And still, look, they didn't need a three. That possession, there were 3 3-point attempts by Duke.
This drop coverage has really harmed the offensive scheme. And Stewart on the floor, I think he's got to become a screener now, particularly with the drop. But
was this short because there was contact?
Well, he hit his arm after the shot there. You could call that a foul, but I think you still can be aggressive, attack, get to the paint, maybe draw fouls if you're Duke to set up your defense.
NC State leads by 10.
And no hurry either.
5.5 remaining in regulation.
A little pin down and a lock.
Morcell looking for Burns.
Trying to get a good angle to enter it.
Screen, DJ, jumper, DJ Horn. Out of bounds, off of Duke.
Big Middlebrooks there.
He's always in the mix, this kid. What do you need, coach?
Just the high energy, physicality, puts pressure on you. And right there, long rebound. Filipowski too far under the basket to get that long rebound.
Really got to drive and try and get to the foul line at the other end of your Duke. You're not making the threes. You get a couple around the rim, get to the free throw line, maybe a kick out for an open look. And this team certainly stayed solid at both ends.
Toss it in, Burns. One-on-one with Stewart. Give it up. High off the window.
The cut, the setup, the find.
56-44 NC State. He's got 18 points, 13 of the second half. Roach crossed in, delivered by Middlebrooks. Outside, Proctor, the three ball, that won't go. Discard, Filipowski, and he's hit the quota.
It's been that kind of night there for Filipowski.
Really frustrated.
A couple of fouls on his part early in the first half. Middlebrooks got physical. He threw him out of the way. Down low, fighting with O'Connell. And you just can't throw him down as he did. And
does that typify this team, though? The feistiness, the big-time kiss, the cut to set it up.
that was a play. I think they ran that play out of the out-of-bounds. Get the ball to Burns. And then, of course, Horn just went around the horn and curled to the basket. And this team here has been all state here in the second half.
11 points, 9 rebounds. Kyle Filipowski's night is over. Team foul number 7 on Duke. O'Connell, an 80% shooter. Played at Chaminade High School, star in lacrosse and basketball, then a prep year at Blair Academy. Missed the free throw. NC State leads by 12. McCain. Off the hesitation. That won't go. Nothing is going down for Duke.
Shots they generally make. This team wears on you, State.
4.5 remaining. They are 5 of 23 in the second half. Burns left open.
Nice and easy.
Burns. Drop. Burns. Another for DJ Burns.
You're not going to play horse with him, I'll tell you that.
The floater and the smile.
The magic of the NCAA tournament.
Roach. That goes down.
The world finding DJ Burns ability out. Timeout.
Smart play right there, Horn.
How pretty is this?
Great footwork, great touch, great personality. Fans happy. All of Raleigh happy. NC State.
That smile, huh?
Kevin Keats has his team just playing superior basketball. And look, dancing to the music. He's like Ian over here. Knows all the songs, dancing during the game.
No, he's got rhythm. Burns got rhythm. Burns got the words.
This is an 11 seed, NC State, making this happen right now in the South Regional Final. O'Connell gets ahead. Burns just pushed by Stewart. It's going to count.
I thought that was a good
I
block.
thought that was good, too.
What hustle to get back there.
And yeah, that looked good from that angle from where we are. But
They're gonna check.
well, yeah, no, that looked clean from that angle.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Stewart getting up really high.
I thought he got it before it hit the glass.
I wish I could have jumped that high.
Yeah, well, I think you did all right, though. Amazing, this personality that exudes with Burns.
But with the awareness to find him during the getting pressured right there, the guards finding Burns wide open.
Gene Steratore is with us right now. Gene, you just saw the replays that we saw. What do you think?
I'm going to try to up my percentage, Ian, and go with Raff on this one and say it's a good block, Ian. He hits it before it hits the glass. It's on its upward trajectory. I think they go with a clean block. They take the goaltend away, The next step is that this is a loose ball when that whistle does occur then. So by rule, they should go to the possession arrow, and they should give NC State the basketball.
Could we go back to that technical foul, Gene, for a moment? I agree with you on that. Is that a warning situation by your book?
You know, Ref, I'm not down there. I don't know what coach said. If it's an emotional reaction, he's a step or two out of the box because of a tight out of bounds or something, he just feels like they missed. Again, I'm not down there. Okay. I don't know what words were spoken, but yeah, in a case of just an emotional step out of the box, 1 or 2 steps, would you like to have somebody say, you know, back up, get in the box, I'm coming to talk to you? Yeah, but by rule, he's out of the box.
Hey,
right?
Gene, we're going to open up the phones in this Ask Gene segment. We have a call from Skokie. Go ahead for Gene. No.
By the way, we have DJ here, and we have Gene dancing in New York.
We do.
Over that answer.
Gene, thank you. We have the officials here that are determining what took place. Duke felt very strongly that Sean Stewart got the block, and Raph, you and Grant were on it right away.
Look at the body. He is such a charming kid.
Kevin Keats, he was asked about what's been the key to this run. He said the key to our success, we're really having fun. And that's been legitimate.
And you can feel it. You can feel it watching them here today in this game. And, of course, meeting with them yesterday, watching them in practice. Just a great spirit and energy. And really, it comes from their DJ Burns.
Absolutely. And,
oh, man.
You know, Kevin, a charming guy when you get to meet him and know him. Knew him when he was with Tino at Louisville. Just relaxed during the turmoil that Tracy talked about.
So much they had to inherit.
Exactly. Yes. They had grade problems. They had NCAA situation. He weathered that storm. And only a guy that has belief in himself, a comfort of what he's trying to accomplish, could do this. And this team right now, Bird, they're on the mission.
They are. And it shows. And the success of the ACC has been evident in this tournament, but the success of NC State has really stood out. Doug
We do not have goaltending. Okay, we have a good block. When I blew the whistle, Roach has the ball. So it's Duke's ball on the end line with 30 seconds going the other way. They had possession when I blew the whistle. Roach has the ball.
All right. Thank you, Doug.
They had possession, so they got Duke got possession.
That's what they were looking at. They had determined that it was not going to be a goaltend. What they were looking for, did the ball end up in Duke's hands? It did to Roach.
Or they go to the possession arrow if they weren't sure.
So technically, Gene was partially right.
He was.
Okay. Yes. Right with the call.
He was partially right.
Yeah.
Well,
to me, that's a win.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tie goes to the.
Tie goes to Gene.
Right.
58-46 NC State. Duke with possession here with Roach down to 3:35 to play. Filipowski is fouled out. McCain, a sweeping move, and he scoops it home.
Gotta get some offense out of this D now. Straight up man on a little trap out of it. And they are great when they get over half court using the clock because of this guy. A nice play.
And the lay-in for Middlebrooks. The ball movement. NC State handles the trap, and they turn it into a deuce.
And Bert, if you're not used to pressing, you don't get the rotation back to cover.
McCain knocked out of his hand so he can pick up his dribble. Drives in on Middlebrooks. Couldn't finish it. The follow bounces in. 60-50. We have 2:52 on the clock. O'Connell. Tough spot. Needs help.
Nice bang.
And he just fires it ahead, lacrosse style. And now they settle in. Playing keep away here with 8 to shoot. Again! Nobody home! And Middlebrooks lays it in.
And you said it best. Duke not accustomed to trapping and playing this way, and
the scramble is not their game.
Not their game.
They had 21 points in the first half. They had 41 in the second half, and a foul called on Ben Middlebrooks. Tomorrow on CBS Mornings, Olympic gold medal gymnast Allie Raceman on her next chapter, what she's learned as a role model to kids and her advice for young athletes on CBS Mornings tomorrow.
What a look here.
These guys are experienced. I mean, these guys have played a lot of basketball. The guards, you throw Burns in there. It's like having 4 guards out there on the floor, all capable of making the right pass.
Passing's contagious.
It is.
It really is. It stems at the top.
You passed the check a lot.
On occasion.
Including last night. Roach at the
Smartly.
free throw line. Filipowski, helpless situation after fouling out with 11 points and 9 rebounds. There's 2:18 on the clock. Roach shoots it at 86%. The senior has meant so much to this program. A captain the last 2 years. And it rims out. O'Connell handles the pressure himself. And into the hands of Horn.
These perimeter guys have been terrific.
And a foul called on Mitchell. That is going to be foul number 8 on Duke.
But the rotation in the backcourt has been sensational. Very confident group, give it up. Not afraid of taking charge, getting the lane, making some threes. The big guys taking a rest.
DJ Burns to the bench. 23 points. One and one for DJ Horn. Played at Cary High School, also played at Trinity Christian. And it rings out. Rebounded by Stewart.
Got to go quick. Attack.
Proctor loses his footing. Saves it. Roach, contact, blocking foul on O'Connell.
And Raph, almost a charge right there. O'Connell.
Well, he jumped quickly, didn't he?
Jumped quickly. Great anticipation. And he was moving. Yeah, he was.
No, he
moving
never
his
got
feet.
there.
Never got there.
But their defense has been extraordinary, too. And this is with drop coverage where you usually can get that little floater in the lane.
So it's Roach to the free throw line. 2:02 on the clock. That is 10 team fouls on NC State, so 2 free throws here. Duke has actually made more free throws than they've made field goals tonight. 17 of 20 at the line, 16 of 54 from the field.
Right now, Duke with 51 points. They've averaged 70 points in the 3 tournament games during this run here, but just
And 79 for the year.
I mean, totally befuddled here in this game defensively. You can't stop that man. And they just could not score from 3 or at the rim or the mid-range.
Burns is back in. 1 out of 2 for Roach. This is a 10-point game. 2 minutes left.
Got to look ahead. They got somebody open if they want.
It's Burns. Floats it up and in. It's banger after banger for DJ Burns.
It took all the team to pick him up as well. Just doing so many good things. The unselfish play. You can see the big guy. He knows where to go. Get down the floor. They'll front to him. He can hang with the best of them.
And his dad has had fantastic reactions throughout the game.
I'd say he's a fan favorite down there.
I think he's a fan favorite everywhere.
Yeah.
Except Durham.
Plays with a lot of life, love, and enjoyment. Oh, my God. He's out for the year, that guy.
That was a business decision.
Oh, man.
Chest bump B.
26 points for Burns.
And Raph, they're still competing on defense, the state team in prep. But yeah, right here.
You want that? You want that?
I don't know if I want that chest bump.
You got it.
Jovial, fun-loving, but a competitor.
He is. And just ahead for this game.
And an entrepreneur, too.
That's right. Vending machines, T-shirts.
Well, you both sound like you're jealous.
We are. McCain at the free throw line with 1:47 on the clock. You could feel the shift early stages second half. Duke had lost its balance a bit, and NC State was gaining a rhythm on offense, and then they started riding Burns, and Duke had no answers.
And they had no answers, and Duke never really made that adjustment. They did late in the game start to double team a bit, but for most of that second half, it was all Burns, and he delivered.
Third matchup of the season, the most important one, although the ACC tournament was important because if NC State didn't win that game, they're not here.
Like Kevin was saying, that this team They haven't had a championship in quite a few years at State. Now they're going to get a chance to hang. Nice hustle by Stewart.
And he knocks it out of bounds.
2 seconds on the clock here.
He's got good reaction, though.
Because of what they did in the ACC tournament, what they've done in the NCAA tournament. But I think the additional layer of confidence is they knew their opponent. They understood the mission. Duke takes it away with 1.5 minutes to play. The jumper doesn't go for Proctor. A 3-ball, and it's out of bounds off of the Blue Devils.
Boy, he's had a tough day. You know, Bert, another thought. What does this do to State's program all of a sudden? This run, all of a sudden, well, everybody talks Duke and North Carolina because Clemson had a great run this year. But all of a sudden,
I think the research triangle in ACC basketball is at its best when all three are at a high level. This could be a launching pad for Kevin Keats in his program, not just the Final Four, but for years to come with recruiting, transfer portal, and such.
Job was in serious jeopardy. Winning the ACC tournament triggered a 2-year extension on his deal, so he doesn't have to think about that, worry about that. They have been galvanized by the doubt and by the question marks as to how long this run could go. In their eyes, it can go all the way to a championship.
You know, he thinks of everything, by the way. I don't know if you notice the shoes he wears. The shine on the shoes is incredible. He says they're referee shoes. He might gain favor by wearing them, he thought.
I like that gamesmanship with the officials and the shine on the shoes. He's been shining with this group here all postseason.
He has a lot of superstitions. We know Dan Hurley has a bunch. He said, I pack enough clothes for the trip. I don't need to wear it over and over again.
Some people do that in this group, too.
67-54 NC State, 1:16 to play, another foul called. And that's not necessary right now. You just want the clock to run out if you're NC State. And don't give Duke a chance to make free throws.
And rotating the two bigs here. Burns back in. Kevin Keats looks like he's on a boat ride there on the sideline. Sitting on the side, good for him. Enjoying the moment.
I would too. I mean, this team, magical.
But here's the other part. It has truly been a team effort for NC State throughout this tournament. Burns, obviously, you can't take your eyes off him. He's just so much fun to watch. But the role of Middlebrooks here tonight, taking fouls, being physical, fouling out Filipowski, basically.
You're spot on. I mean, everybody has contributed tonight. We know Diarra's had moments where he's been spectacular, rebounding, doing the little things. Michael O'Connell hit that incredible shot to send it to overtime against Virginia in the ACC tournament. So everybody has contributed. They're so locked in, and they just haven't. They're playing with great joy.
And defense, I mean, they are tough on the perimeter. They save the big guy in the lane by not permitting access. And Diarra, not one of his best games, Bert.
No, Diarra, foul trouble. He's been limited offensively. Still has grabbed 7 rebounds, but he's been on a streak of 7 straight double-digit rebound games, 4 straight double-doubles, 5 in the last 6.
What's interesting is Kevin Keats. He only plays 7 guys. 7 guys, and they know what to do. They know how to play with one another.
McCain hits on a 3. And a timeout called by Duke. They cut it to 10. 1:05 to play. Destination, Phoenix.
Duke is knocking on the door.
They missed a bunch of free throws, too, which obviously is concerning when you're just trying to put a game away, but certainly you might find yourself later in this tournament needing free throws late.
Nice trap.
Get it in. Taylor.
Well, lucky.
Horn comes to the ball and then accelerates. Give it up. Burns floats it up and in. +1.
Somebody else would have just gone up strong. He just teases you with his body control, his understanding.
Rav, he saw Sean Stewart coming, made a great block a few minutes ago, and just kind of froze right there. And just has done everything right. Laughs, great personality. Just a joy to watch. Not just a fan favorite in Raleigh, and fan favorite all over.
The country is going to fall in love with this kid.
71-58. Burns to the bench.
And subbing out right now, maybe for defensive purposes.
They've been doing that on and on. Did you see him jump, like skipping rope going out?
Little hop step.
Yeah, it's just...
They've got 50 points in the second half. O'Connell not giving up any ground and forces a turnover against McCain.
Yeah, they're going to look at it, I guess.
49.1 on the clock. Duke complaining. NC State wants to trigger in, and they are going to take a look. If the ball off the dribble may have bounced off of NC State, and that's why McCain reacted in this manner. Right there, he put it off McConnell's leg, and he's correct. Another look. Yeah, it was off the side of his knee.
But they worked so hard containing the dribble drive. That's part of the dilemma for Duke. Never got pieces of the lane and kick out threes. Always under duress, always challenged.
And what was impressive, as O'Connell was sliding his feet, his hands were in the air. Didn't use his hand. Use your feet to defend. This smart, well-coached team here. The little things, the details.
That was a big thing with Jay Wright. Defensively outside and at the rim, too. And he used to have the kids throw the hands back over their shoulder just to let the referee know.
So Michael Irving took a look, and they are going to hand the ball to Duke. So they add 0.2 of a second to the clock. 49.3. 13-point lead for NC State. Proctor gets it in. McCain fires and snaps in a three. Back to a 10-point game. 47 seconds on the clock.
Got to cut and be strong and post up and look over the top.
Morcell looks that way.
Nice post. They got another timeout.
Oh, it looked like a foul there on Mark Mitchell.
It's Mitchell.
Kevin was calling timeout on the sideline.
So that's going to send NC State to the free throw line with Morcell, who shoots it at 80%. Fourth personal on Mark Mitchell. 40.6 to play. Out of Fort Washington, Maryland. 2 years for Virginia. Now in his 5th season.
80% from that free throw line. Got a great pull-up game.
Said he wanted to be a broadcaster.
That's what I heard.
I think he said it to you, actually.
He did, yes.
He thought you might know somebody.
Told him I know you.
He converts on a pair. NC State leads by 12. McCain, it's off. Rebound. And a foul called, and that's it for Mark Mitchell. 31.1. So the season's going to end here for Duke. They were looking for their 18th Final Four appearance, but it will stop short here in the Elite Eight. They were allowing just 51 points per game in this tournament, the lowest in the field. They've given up 73 to NC State, the majority of that damage in the second half.
And the reality setting in slowly here. It can be devastating.
TJ Power in the game for Duke. O'Connell at the free throw line.
We're showing John with Jeremy Roche over there embracing all the hard work, the time, the effort.
Get so close to the Final Four, and you just don't deliver offensively, but certainly a season that Duke should be proud of.
McCain, another triple, 25.8, but
early,
a little too late.
Exactly. Early, they weren't able to make them.
Handle the pressure. Morcell back into the hands of Horn. Gets it across, splits defenders. And now they just keep it away from Duke. The celebration starts for the NC State fans. And a foul called with 1.9.
And John had called them off, really.
So NC State can pad the numbers here. Back to the free throw line.
That was nice, huh? Kane. Congratulating them.
They are going to be rocking in Raleigh.
And in Carolina.
Another one for Horn.
He's such a lovable kid over there. Everybody caressing him. Got to have big arms, but...
Get it in. And it's over. This is what dreams are made of. An unlikely run to the Final Four for NC State. Echoes of 1983. And the cardiac pack. This has been a joyride for the Wolfpack.
Incredible. And I'm just thinking Jimmy V smiling up there. That run, as you noted, and this group of kids, boy, at the end of the year, started believing in one another. Stepped up big coming down the stretch.
Sure did. It feels a little bit like destiny for this group. We know there's some great teams waiting, UConn and the others, Purdue, Alabama, but they have just continued to do the unthinkable.
76-74, NC State knocks off Duke. The Final Four is set. Tip times. NC State Purdue will lead off the coverage on TBS. 6:09 Eastern, followed by UConn and Alabama. That'll be 8:49 Eastern. Final Four, 24, will include NC State. Over to Tracy Wilson.
Well, here DJ Burns. Congratulations, DJ. The joy that you play with, the joy this team plays with is just infectious. Can you describe the joy that you're feeling right now headed to the Final Four?
I'll say it like I've been saying the whole tournament. When I stop having fun with basketball, I'll stop playing. I'm very thankful to be here. My guys behind us were ready.
Talk about this team and what you guys have accomplished. 9 straight wins, winning the ACC championship to get to this point and now headed to a Final Four. What is it about this team and how did you guys do it?
There's just been a total switch in our commitment. Nobody's being late to things. Nobody's, being a problem on the court. Everybody's come together. I don't know what it is, but everybody's handling on and off the court well.
29 points for you. Congratulations, and we'll see you in Phoenix.
You know it, Final Four, baby.
And that's it. Final Four, baby, for NC State. For Bill Raftery, Grant Hill, Tracy Wilson, Gene Steratore, Ian Eagle saying so long from Dallas. The Wolfpack, South Regional Champions. On CBS tonight, 60 Minutes. New episodes of The Equalizer and Tracker plus CSI Vegas. We will see you in Phoenix. You've been watching the NCAA Men's Basketball Championship.